guys? It's Josh Mall, the voice for swimming pool science, and today we're going to be talking about impellers and filter pressure. As in, all of a sudden my filter used to run just fine at 14 psi, and now all of a sudden it's only running at 7 psi, and I don't seem to have good water flow. We're going to talk about the number one culprit and how to fix that in this edition of Swimming Pool Science.
An airplane without a propeller is at best a life-size model that can't fulfill its intended purpose and is therefore all but useless. Much like a plane's propeller, a pool pump's impeller is the one key piece that allows it to perform its intended function. In some cases, an impeller can sustain damage or even shear off the motor shaft. More commonly, an impeller can become clogged. In any of these cases, the amount of water your pump can move and circulate through the filter and the pool will be drastically reduced or dropped to nothing. Before we talk about the red flag indicators of impeller woes and how to solve them, I want to invite you to join the growing number of people who count on us for pool advice by subscribing to the Swimming Pool Science channel. Make sure to click the bell so you get updates when a new video hits the web. Understanding how an impeller works can help us better recognize when this key part is compromised. A modern impeller is comprised of two discs with 6 curved vanes sandwiched between them. One disc has a tubular opening where the water enters, the other, a small threaded hole that attaches to the pump motor shaft. It's what we call a closed face impeller. As the pump spins the impeller counterclockwise at 3,450 RPM on a single speed pump, it forces the water entering through the center hole to get scooped up by the impeller vanes, spun, and thrown outward through the passages between the vanes to exit the impeller on the outer edge with extreme force and velocity. In the old days, impellers were cast from brass and had an open face. They were great for eating up leaves, pine needles, and pebbles, but were massively inefficient for day-to-day operation. Today's impellers can be prone to clogging up with leaves and sticks and other debris if baskets on the suction side of the plumbing aren't emptied and replaced when broken. If junk is jammed in your impeller, the water isn't going to move like it used to. So what does that mean? Potential damage to the pump, and eventually a green dingy pool. So how can we tell? Well, lower filter pressure than normal. Reduce flow out of the return jets. Maybe your pool vac is slowed down or stopped. And you're going to see reduced suction to the skimmer. 99% of the time, all you need is 2 minutes and a good long pair of tweezers. My go-to is this inexpensive impeller cleaning kit by Pool Tool. I'll post a link in the description so you can get one of your own. The Pool Tool impeller cleaning kit comes with 2 tools, the tweezers and this curvy bent rod. Now, before we get into its primary function, this setup has many uses, which include, but isn't limited to, preparing poisonous insects for dinner, extracting valuable items from hard-to-reach places, and pulling out pesky crowns. But let's get back to its primary function. Now, if you've got a broken strainer basket like this one right here, prepare to clean your impeller on a regular basis, sometimes multi-times per week. If you have a pump like the Pentair IntelliFlow or WhisperFlow or even a Hayward Super 2, you can remove the basket and easily reach the impeller with your fingers, but sometimes the stuff that's packed in there is hard to get out. And that's where tweezers like this come in handy to thoroughly clear any debris that's lodged deep inside of the impeller. Here's a more transparent example of exactly how we're going to do it. First, we remove the pump lid and the basket. Then we're able to reach in with our tweezers, just like this, to get into that inlet of the impeller and really rip out and pinch out that debris. I like to loosen it up a little bit first and then pull it out. You can also rotate the impeller with the tweezers as you pull the debris out to make sure that you've gotten the whole thing all the way around. You may find that after clearing leaves out, your pump is still not moving enough water. You may need to split the pump. And if you watch the video in the link above, I'll give you the instructions on how to do that, because you may have some rocks or seeds or pebbles lodged inside the impeller. Once the pump is split, all you've got to do is carefully remove the diffuser to expose the impeller. This is where our curved rod that comes with our impeller cleaning kit is really going to come in handy, because while the tweezers allow us to get anything that's lodged on the front of the impeller at the center, the curved rod allows us to use it in several different ways to dislodge and remove any kind of rocks or pebbles that might be stuck between the plates and the vanes. Honestly, the best way is to make sure that a large amount of debris isn't getting all the way to the strainer basket. Things like pine needles can shoot right through the holes like darts and get lodged in very easily. You can pick up something like an inline leaf canister. My favorite is the Hayward large capacity inline leaf canister right here. It works great on pools with suction style cleaners to collect most of the debris before it even gets anywhere near the pump.
All right, everyone, that's going to do it for this episode of Swimming Pool Science. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've got any feedback, any good stuff you want to share, and any insights, any questions, make sure to get those in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.